Afternoon. Pleasure to be here. More like football in a stadium. What can I tell you? It's been a tremendous off season for the Michigan Wolverine football program. Our guys from literally days after our final game last year have been at work, attacking everything they do. There's been zero entitlement the entire off season and now, and none really in the foreseeable future. So life is good. Biological clock is ticking, and we're ready to start and get the training camp underway. If there's any questions, be happy to take them.
All right, we'll start back here. Please stand to introduce yourself and your outlet, please. Thank you.
Coach Bill Bender, Sporting News. In this day where quarterbacks come and go quickly in the transfer portal, how have you made it work with Cade and JJ last year, and how do you foresee that continuing as they go into this year?
Well, last year made it work. Both had phenomenal seasons. JJ in his true freshman year, Cade in his junior year. Both played outstanding winning football every time they went out there. The really cool stat on Cade McNamara is over 50% of his drives end in points. And I don't know exactly what the number is for JJ, but seems like every time he got in there and led a drive, it ended in points as well. Both really good. They ask sometimes, at other positions, who's going to play. I mean, the best player is going to play. We're going to know who the best player is by who plays the best. Cade McNamara is going to be really tough to beat out for the starting quarterback job. J.J. McCarthy is going to be really tough to beat out for the starting quarterback job.
Okay, we'll come down here, and then we've got one in the back over here.
Hi, Coach Harbaugh. Tino Bovenzi with Spectrum News in Ohio. Looking back at the success last year, you guys knocked off Ohio State for the first time in your tenure, and I wanted to ask, how was this off season for you? First off, do you feel like you had a little bit of relief to have this monkey off your back in a way, and how you guys plan to carry that momentum into keeping this that appearance in the Big Ten championship going and beating Ohio State consistently?
Yeah, so it's been a really good continuation from last year's team. I think some of it, players that were on the team, they put in that work. They know what it was like, and that good feeling of taking care of your business and seeing it have success and be rewarded for it. And they also saw other players on the team, guys like Aiden Hutchinson, Hassan Haskins, David Ajabo, who put in that work, got that work in, and how much it paid off for them. Using your head, using your noodle, pretty easy to think, yeah, I want to do it just like they did it. I want to be where they are now. And it's been, a continuation of that this entire off season. I mean, just been tremendous.
Ethan Key with the junior journalism program. How are you planning to carry the momentum from last year to continue to get to the championship?
Yeah, we're just going to continue to attack, and that's what I really love about this team. They really, literally attack everything that's put in front of them.
Okay, any more questions? I thought we had some. Oh, okay. All right, let's go here, and then we'll come up here, and then we'll go here.
Hey there. Lane Higgins from the Wall Street Journal. Obviously, this is your second year in a row now with a new defensive coordinator, and you've got a new OC coming in as well. What is the transition process like with getting them up to speed with the team, and will there be any new concepts, new schemes installed, based on the new personnel there?
Yeah, so defensively, it is a new defensive coordinator that wasn't on our staff last year, Jesse Minter. I'd have to go back to before the 2021 season when I was looking for a defensive coordinator. My brother John recommended two coaches to me. He said, you can have Mike McDonald or Jesse Minter. Really take your pick. They're both great. One's in the secondary, one's a linebacker coach. And I talked to Mike McDonald first, really liked him, and talked to Jesse some, but went down the road of Mike McDonald. He did a fantastic job. Now he's returning to the Baltimore Ravens as their defensive coordinator. So I went back and talked to Jesse Minter right when Mike left, and just felt like it was the absolute best thing for our team. Both Jesse and Mike McDonald, along with my brother and Wink, had really devised that Ravens defensive system. They were in on the ground floor, and an added bonus that Jesse Minter got a year of defensive play calling under his belt as the defensive coordinator at Vanderbilt. So outstanding. On offense, both our co-coordinators were on the staff last year. Both Sharon Moore and both Matt Weiss were on the staff. Matt Weiss is incredibly smart. He is one of those persons that when you're doing a project, so detailed, thinks about it from every angle, plans everything out. I've never met a play I don't like, and always feel that our players can execute anything. Just give them the chance, and let's just get started and get the project going. Damn the torpedoes. I've never screwed up anything so bad that I couldn't change it or throw it away. So we make the perfect blend, really, between Matt and myself. And then Sharon is really he is the living embodiment of both Matt Weiss and myself. He's right there, and the most important, because he's coaching the offensive line. And so it's an incredible group that way. Also, Mike Hart does a great job in the run game, in the blitz protections. Ron Bellamy's another person like Matt Weiss, very detailed, very organized, very analytical about plays and projects. And Grant Newsom, who is also on the staff as a graduate assistant, our tight ends coach, who's tremendous, will be a great coach, and already is. So it's a tremendous group. We have some really great analysts as well. So I feel great about the offensive staff. I feel great about the defensive staff.
Okay, we'll go to our right coach in the back.
Hi, good morning, Coach. My name is Emily Williams. I'm part of the Junior Journalism program. You won the Big Ten championship and made it to the playoffs. Both are huge accomplishments. What do you hope to achieve this season?
Right, so our goals would be to beat Ohio State and Michigan State in the same year, win the Big Ten championship, and win the national championship. Those are our 4 goals.
I know we had a question up over here. Oh, right up here. And this will be our last one.
Yeah, Tom Crawford, Press Pass, Fox 47, Lansing. Jim, schedule-wise, non-conference, Group of 5 are the only opponents this year, I believe next year as well. And then Oklahoma and Texas come on board. Is there going to be more of a surge to getting more Power 5 conference teams in the future for schedule for home games as opposed to the Group of 5?
I don't know.
What goes into decision making on that?
We played Power 5 in the non-conference. We played Notre Dame, Washington. We played Group of 5 in the non-conference. I'm answering your question. I don't know if there'll be more of a, how did you put it,
Power Five. You know, with
More Power 5
yeah,
teams?
yeah, where you get a Texas and Oklahoma coming to Ann Arbor. I think I'm getting feedback from Michigan fans that they wish there was more of those teams coming to Ann Arbor as opposed to the Colorado States, Hawaii's, and the Yukons. So that's my
Or
comment.
you can share that feedback some point with Ward Manuel, and you guys can discuss it.
And I think that is it for us here.